Today I'm sharing 10 things I'm genuinely excited and looking forward to doing when I retire. And one of these completely changed my outlook on this stage of life. So let's dive in. I think the first date my husband and I went on probably was a motorcycle ride. He's a passionate motorcycle rider. He loves Harley Davidsons. He has had a race bike also in the past, and in fact he has 2 Harleys right now. He's on a road trip as we speak. And even though I'm not as enthusiastic about it as he is, I do like going off rides, but it's always had to be crammed in when I have my days off and scheduling vacations. So it'll be nice to be able to just take off with him for a few days whenever the mood strikes us. Because I do enjoy it. I love the scenery going by when we're riding. And, I like spending that time with him. So that's definitely something we'll be doing more of when I'm retired too, since he's already retired now. We've also wanted to do other things together besides motorcycle riding. We've thought about probably getting some bikes in our retirement so we can go on longer day trips. There's beautiful forests and lakes and all kinds of sites near us. But things like kayaking too. I will have to get back on that horse. I had a misadventure with him in Portugal, but I do want to try that again, and maybe on a really calm lake to start off with to get my feet wet again. And the other thing is just hiking. There's beautiful mountains and hiking trails all around us. So I would like to get more into that. Nothing crazy. I'm not climbing any mountains or anything like that, but something that you can go on a day trip and explore different areas. That is something that's really good for you. Plus it's a nice activity. Of course, we will be traveling. Traveling is fun, and not just on the motorcycle. I want to fly to different countries. I like checking out new places, as he does too. So I'm really looking forward to being able to, grab those sales when you see some flights on sale. That would be fun. Right now, as a nurse, we have to basically schedule our next year's holidays the year before at the end of the year. So October, November, December, spent scheduling our vacation time for the following year. And it's hard to plan. You really don't always know exactly what you want to do. So it'll be so nice to be able to see a sale pop up on, a flight to Europe somewhere, and be able to decide, hey, I want to do that. So I'm really looking forward to checking out different countries, and also just spending a lot more time going back to Finland. I'm really looking forward to that. In different seasons. I want to go there in winter one day. I think looking at the lights and the way they prepare for winter and Christmas time is something I miss. I have memories of it from when I was a child, but I'd love to be there at that time. I'm sure it can be really cold and dark, but they have a way of making it very cozy there in the wintertime, as most Nordic countries do. And the other thing that is really something that I have actually mentioned to people that have already retired who say how busy they are. And I know that it can get very crowded, your schedule, because there's so many things you want to do. But I actually want to schedule in days where I do nothing. That is something I look forward to so much, when it's like I don't have to get up if I don't want to. I don't have to get dressed and go to work. I don't have to go to the grocery store. I want to just have days where I don't feel guilty for doing nothing but hang around the house. If your calendar is so packed with all kinds of appointments and activities all the time, there's no time to slow down, and I think it really does make it feel like time is just whipping by. I'm checking on my list. I had to make a list, of course, because I don't want to forget anything, because I've thought about these things over the past year or two, things about what am I going to do when I retire. I have no problem coming up with things I want to do. I just want to make sure that I'm not taking too big a bite. This is about slowing down and enjoying life, not trying to cram everything in. And I don't want that kind of a retirement at all. So one of the things that I actually want to do is get more involved in growing my own food. And some of the things that I've seen and I've heard so many good things about is sprouting. So besides having my vegetable garden, which I want to, expand and work on and keep doing that, because that is so much fun. It's so relaxing. It feels so nice in the spring and summer to be out there. Not so much in the rain, but I've done that too. I also want to try sprouting. It's an inexpensive way to get a lot of really good nutrients into your body. And as long as you've got a little bit of space for those jars, I guess it'll work. I will have to research that more. I've listened to podcasts and I've watched some videos on it. But I will try that for sure, because both my husband and I, we like to eat healthy. We like to indulge too, but we like to eat healthy. So that is definitely on my list of things I want to get involved in. On the topic of growing my own food, I want to enjoy cooking. I love cooking on the weekends, and it's because it's not a rush and I'm not tired. I didn't just get home from work and then, have to figure out what are we going to eat. I love the, idea of seeing something, maybe getting inspiration from watching somebody else make something good, and then, you know, getting my list together, going to we have this cute little market that has basically everything you need in it, but lots of local fresh produce. I love going, and local breads and things that they make that are brought from the area. I love doing that. And I look forward to just being able to enjoy cooking and not making it such a, rushed fast. Let's figure this out quickly. What can we put together fast to eat? But more, experimenting with different foods from different countries. When my sisters and I got together in Courtenay on Vancouver Island, and she had some cookbooks and she made a dinner. Anyway, they all cook really well, but she had cookbooks from, I can't remember the authors of those cookbooks, but I want to get them because they were different flavors of foods that I'm used to eating. And I'd like to try doing different things like that. And if I remember the cookbook, well, I will, because I have it listed somewhere. I will list it in the description so you can check it out too. I want to be able to cook different foods from different, ethnicities. No, I want to be able to cook foods from different countries, try different flavors, and have fun cooking. And I'm looking forward to that because I know I already enjoy cooking, and I like cooking when I have the time. How about you? Are you somebody that likes to cook, or just let somebody else do it for you? Some people have a spouse that loves to do it, so it's always must be nice. I love it when my husband cooks, and he's a good cook. And when he cooks, it's so nice to just be able to eat and have somebody else have made it all and figured it all out. Because I also love to make videos, I will schedule probably 2 mornings a week. And I'm not spending days on this, but I want to make my videos. I'm going to continue to do that. So I'm going to schedule those in. But those days will be fluid. If sometimes I've got something going on that day, I can move it to another day. That's the whole point. I want to have scheduled free days so that when things do come up, I can still continue making videos by moving those to those days that I don't have anything going on. And I really enjoy this. So this is, to me, a hobby, something I love doing, something I love sharing, about the things that I've learned over the years in my career and lived experience. And I definitely won't give that up. And it gives me, I don't know, I love thinking about it. I come up with ideas and it gets me excited. Do you have anything like that? When you think of your retirement, or if you're already retired, do you have a hobby, or do you have a little job that you do, or are you an entrepreneur maybe? Because sometimes your retirement from one career can be your kind of springboard to another entrepreneurial thing or another thing that you've always wanted to try. So retirement for everybody looks different. And this is something that has really surprised me, and I've given it a lot of thought over the years, actually. It's something that I used to think that if I won a lottery, for instance, I wouldn't not work, but I wouldn't need to work for money. I would work and use my skills. Like when I went in 2012 to Africa, we went to Congo and several other countries around there. We went to a healthcare clinic and saw a lot of kids and babies and mums and dads and people. We helped the clinic out. We brought them a lot of supplies. I don't know if I'd go as far as go to another, continent, but I would definitely I always thought I would do volunteer work. But I've realized I don't need to win a lottery. When I'm retired, I want to volunteer. I'm probably going to volunteer locally. And the two things that are important to me are people that are homeless with mental health issues or addiction issues, and they need support. So that is somewhere I would like to volunteer with. And also animal sanctuaries. They always need people to help out. So I don't know how this will all wash out, but I'll definitely start, and I would do the people first. And if I have more time, I would love to do animal kind of sanctuaries too. Even if you schedule a couple of days a month, because as long as you stick to your schedule, they usually want your help as long as you can make it on those particular times that you've committed to. So that is definitely something that I am not waiting to win any kind of lottery. I'll be doing that. And I think that is something that is kind of a legacy thing. It's something that you're like, what is the meaning of your life? Basically, it's something that you leave behind because you've been able to help or maybe hopefully touch somebody in some way. And that's something that I never thought I would do, except if I was, super wealthy. But no, it's something that I really want to do when I retire, especially because I will be financially able to, but also I'm physically fit. I'm physically healthy, and I want to be able to give back. And it doesn't always just mean volunteering. I want to commit to spending more time with family and friends, because they're relatives, even though very close, like siblings, you just don't spend enough time with. And I've got nieces and nephews. You don't see them because we live at different areas. It's hard to, get our schedules together. But I want to commit to spending time with family and friends, because those are the things that you leave behind, is the memories and things that you do with each other that will be remembered and will be thought of afterwards. And those are very important. One of the things my sister is doing is she wants to write about our family history. I have done my heritage, a family tree, and I've really been able to link back through our family ancestry quite far. I'm still working on it, but those are the types of things. Just putting together albums, photos, family history, building deeper connections with family and friends that you don't get to see as often, and volunteering. And then, of course, because your home is your sanctuary, I want to keep working on my house. So I'm not where I want it to be, and it's not about not where I want it to be. It's that we've lived here for over 20 years. It needs some refreshing. So I'm looking forward to doing that. And those will be slowly done as, I find time and, ideas on what to do. But I really look forward to that, and not being so rushed and having to figure it out on the evenings or weekends. And then spending a lot of time doing all these hobbies that I've put off, because it's hard to fit all this stuff in. I don't know how we manage to work. It takes up so much time. But, the knitting and the reading just for fun are definitely things that I want to do because I used to enjoy them. And I want to get back into hobbies and try new hobbies. There's lots of things I'd like to try that I've never tried just because I just didn't have the time. And I'd like to try things even though I think I'm probably not going to like that, but you never know. You never know. And it might turn into something really good. So that's my not so busy retirement plan. What about you? Is your plan to fill every moment and keep yourself really busy, or do you want to slow down and enjoy? I think mine's going to be a combination of both, because it's definitely going to be busy, but I think I'm going to purposefully have to schedule in the slowing down and not having any schedule. I think that's important. I'd love it if you shared in the comments about what your ideal retirement would be like, or your perfect day. And if you'd like to know how I'm working on staying strong right now so I can enjoy retirement to the fullest, watch the first episode in my series From Soft to Strong right here. Have a great week. See you in the next video. Bye.